Hello fellow viewer, and here QcWarChief. Welcome back to the channel, and today I present you the Neutron Highway and mainly how to use the Neutron stars that you will find around. These stars are classified as non-sequence stars into your filter. So whenever you set a path, if you have all the right filter active, including the non-sequence stars and the white dwarfs, you'll be able to use those on a regular basis. These stars will offer you the possibility to supercharge your FSD range. As example, right now you're gonna see me going through one of these jets. You gotta be really careful when you use these stars because the orbit, the dangerous orbit surrounding it, is quite large when you consider the size of the star itself. Passing through the jets is not a problem if you are in supercruise. If you are not in supercruise, that might go wrong a little bit, especially if you drop in those, which will cause damage to your hull and your modules. At the moment you see it already, my FSD is charged and I'm using a booster, so I have already a good range on that ship. I believe it's 65. The goal there is to use a fuel scoop and pass in the jet like I did, slowly, so that you can supercharge your FSD and boost your range. Mine is at 90 something light years at the moment because I used a white dwarf, which multiplies your jump range by 1.5. If you use a Neutron star, you'll multiply your jump range by 4. If you use the FSD booster like I mentioned previously, you guys will definitely have a considerable boost when it comes down to travel really fast and really far. If you pay attention at the map right now, you notice that I've set the path for me to push forward inside the galaxy, but this path was not calculating the supercharged FSD that I have right now, so I need to target directly the best system, the furthest one, at which I can literally travel directly. So right now you see that it's 90.7 light years, which is really good. But at some point, I'm gonna show you the Neutron star, which is a lot faster. Essentially, the goal there is that whenever you play in a game and you want to make it to Sagittarius A, as example, you can use the Neutron Highway. It's not necessarily gonna be more simple, but it's gonna save you a lot of jump. It's gonna be a lot faster. The trick is that you will have to reset the path every time you hit the Neutron star because you're gonna have to use the supercharge effect on it. If you set the path the same way we usually do without the supercharge, it's not gonna calculate it. So once you are prepared, you simply target the right system directly and jump to it. Now that we have a Neutron star, I can easily demonstrate the whole purpose of the video. As you can see, the Neutron star is not that different than the white dwarf. Pretty much looks the same, but they are much more powerful. You'll see the jets are a little bigger. They do look more powerful, let's be honest. So I'm gonna be passing inside those jets once again to supercharge my FSD, but this time, since it's a Neutron star, it's gonna boost it much further. And as you can see, once I'm out of this jet, I'm gonna show you on my right panel, or internal panel, how further I can jump, which is 260 light years, pretty much that. I'm gonna have to calculate the mass a little bit, which is gonna be lower. I believe I'm gonna be jumping 245 light years, which is, let's be honest, considerable. That's the whole purpose of this video, my friends. I'm showing you how to use the white dwarf and the Neutron stars to travel much faster inside the galaxy. And as you saw on the Neutron Highway, you guys have access to a considerable amount of Neutron stars to travel to Sagittarius A and Colonia quite fast. Just need to know how to use it. And fortunately for my Squadron on Xbox Live, they have access to all my work, including all the markers in the galaxy, which has the highway, lots of commodities, lots of minerals, lots of limitation because there's still a limit of Squadron markers we can use, which prevents me from extending the highway to Colonia at the moment, but I'm still gonna work this out. I'm gonna have somehow to reduce the waypoint from the main one going to Sagittarius A. I hope you guys like the trick. Right now you can see that I'm jumping from one neutron star to another. So yes, it's possible on the Neutron Highway to jump straight from one to another, although I suggest you guys to make a small detour sometimes to fuel up your ship, because you're gonna have a bad surprise in the process. This is QcWarChief. I hope you appreciate the trick. Thanks for coming back on the channel. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking the video, and please come back, guys. See you around, Commanders.